about the life when me live. Tell about the life when me live. Tell about my struggle. Man, I tell you when the pot never a bubble.
Welcome back to your Daniel Football Show. You don't know, people, this is the Extra Time Talk. Me and Nick are the media house. You don't know. Here to talk about all the top topics them over across the European game, in the South American game. Jamaica, you don't know, you're going to shout out the Jamaican players them at the end of the video. So don't forget, stay all the way, or you can skip all the way to the Jamaica section where we talk about the Jamaican players and etc. Don't forget, smash a like on the video, subscribe to both channel, Daniel Football Show and Nick the Media House. Go over there, show him some love. People, shout out to my artist, Sean Frost, you don't know, respect for the intro. And manager Torres, without you, I wouldn't able to get that intro, you don't know. Nick the Media House, the one who edit the video, mad, you know, the video genius. You see me, I said, but you're going to get into it to the Extra Time Talk people. Boca Junior, River Plate, the big Clasico. What them call it? The Superclasico in Argentina.
Yeah, man, Superclasico.
That match in 2-0 to Boca. River Plate win that game very comfortably. Nick, what was your take on that match?
Yeah, yo, the first half of that game was so interesting, you know. It was just chaos, you know, the man them just fighting. You know, as that game, a lot of emotion boil over in that game, man. But, you know, from minute 1 until the end of the whistle, River Plate control the game 90% of the time. You know, they are the better team right now and farm. You know, you could see in the league, they are doing exceptionally well, even though Boca Juniors is in the Copa Libertadores semi-final where they drew midweek, as Boca Juniors just played a midweek game against Palmeiras in the Copa Libertadores semi-final. So you could see that 2 big games in the space of 4 or 5 days, you know, to take a toll on players. But, you know, River Plate is a better team. And, you know, the second half, they showed their class, they showed their quality. You know, Manuel Lanzini stepped up to the plate. You know, Salomon Rondon, you know, Nicolas De La Cruz, the Uruguayan, you could see all the qualities players, you know, came up when it needed. And they just took the game away at the La Bombonera, you know, at the end of the game. And they just snatched that point away. You could see the celebration, the joy, and the players, you know, winning away to Boca Juniors, always a good thing for them.
Yeah, Boca Juniors, my team. Big up my baller, Riquelme. He's the one that made me start support.
Yeah, man. Riquelme, you know, he's a technical director for Boca Juniors. He's the one that calls shots in transfer and stuff like that.
I haven't really been watching the Argentina league, but I feel like over the years, River Plate have been dominated. They have been bringing a lot of good young players.
Yeah.
I think Boca Juniors need to start doing that again. I don't know what's going on.
Boca Juniors are the big spenders.
Oh, they spend a lot of big money on that.
You could see, and you know, the player that Benedetto, you know, he was at Marseille at one time. You know, you could see when players, you know, stepped out of Boca Juniors camp from big players like that, they don't really normally do well, you know, except the youngsters. But when they're like 26, 27, and they go to Europe, it's like they have to come back home. But, you know, Edison Cavani, man, he couldn't do nothing today, you know.
Yeah, he have that disallowed goal with the bicycle in the, but classic derby.
Yeah, man, big game. You know, I haven't missed a derby in 8 years since I migrated from Jamaica.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, man, crazy game.
You know, people, don't forget, smash a like on the video if you love the content. You see, we are cover Argentina, big derby over there, Boca, River. Don't know people, but we're gonna move all the way to Italy in Euro, Lazio versus AC Milan. Our boy Pulisic, the US international, scored in that one. Did you able to see how did he play in that game, or you know?
Yeah, that game was one of his best. I think they played that game a couple weeks ago away to Bologna. I think he scored in that game. You know, but this game is his best game in a Milan shirt. You know, he was exceptionally well. You know, it's been a while since Pulisic played a game and played 80 minutes plus. So, you know, you could see that he played really well. And AC Milan won that game 2-0, you know, against a very tough Lazio team, you know, in the Stadio Olimpico. But AC Milan is just on farm. Since they got this disgrace from their bitter rivals Inter Milan, they just start to pick up points everywhere they go.
Yeah, I did take in the game previous before this game. I think they played Cagliari. They won away.
I think it was Verona, something like that. They played at the last game. The last home game they played. I think it was Verona, and then
away. They played away to Cagliari. They won that game as well.
Oh yeah, they won that game 3-1. Cagliari,
yeah. I was watching that game. They look very impressive, and Loftus-Cheek scored a really good goal from outside.
He injured in a Lazio game. That's the thing, man. Yeah, he injured, man.
Yeah. AC Milan look very good.
Yeah. You know, they only lost one game so far. Yeah.
They're gonna be title candidate. You know, to challenge for Inter. I think Inter is gonna be. I'm not sure about Napoli this season, but
yeah, Napoli started a little bit slow. But even though, you know, Inter Milan and AC is 18 points. They only lost one game, and Napoli is at third and 14 points. So, you know, they will catch up.
Okay, all right. AC Milan, the Italian giant. Lazio, sorry, I don't look good job there, but I think AC Milan, they invest a lot in the squad in the summer. They made a lot of exciting players. So I think they're gonna be up there. We're gonna move to France. You know, the Liga Uber Eats.
Yeah. Uber Eats.
Monaco versus Marseille. The Derby de la Matara.
Derby della Mediterranean. The Mediterranean is like a sea, you know. So they're on the coast of France.
Okay, all right. Yeah. That's something new. That game in 3-2 to Monaco. Monaco have been really good this season. They started the season really good. They were very Marseille, they have been struggling a lot.
Yeah, Marseille been struggling. This is their third loss of the season.
Yeah. They just not able to be consistent. They fire higher coach.
Yeah.
Are they going through some financial difficulties?
I think they should over it by now. You know, I think they should over it by now. You know, they have Aubameyang there at the club. You know, an high salary. So, but PSG, Monaco is leading the league. So
PSG is not even in the top 4. So
no, PSG is not in the top 4.
Uber Eats is getting a little competitive.
They drew 3 games now and lost 1. You know, and there's a surprising team at on top, Brest. Yeah, Brest. They're on the same points with Monaco in second position. Last year, remember Lens, that team finished second, only 1 point behind PSG. So you could probably see that the gap is closing in the Uber Eats league.
Yeah. Okay. I may need to start take out the French league a little bit.
Yeah, man. Check it out, man. My boy scored again. You know, Boligoon. He scored his first goal for the club. Even though I think he missed a penalty. Yeah. He missed a penalty last weekend, and he came back and scored. You know, so yeah, Monaco is doing really good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Monaco. All right. PSG not really so good. Luis Enrique should have under a lot of pressure if he don't able to win.
If he don't win the job.
But we gonna move on to Spanish league, the La Liga, Real Sociedad versus Atletico Bilbao, the Busqua derby.
The
Busqua derby. Real Sociedad have won that game 3-0 over Bilbao. Real Sociedad, every time when I see they're playing, I realize they're winning. They've been playing really good this season. They
just 6 points from Real Madrid on top position. They're 15 points at 4th position. So, you know, they're playing good.
Yeah.
They're playing good, really good. You know, that was a really comfortable win. You know, let's go Billboard. They gave a lot of threat in the first half, but in the second half, there wasn't nothing, you know. But in that first half though, the two brothers link up. What's his name? The Ghanaian striker Inaki Williams and his brother Nicholas Inaki. You know, both of them link up in the first half, and you know the younger brother gave the older brother that ball in the box, and you know each have scored it. But from there, you know, Real Sociedad just put on another gear in and go second gear, and then just finish the game off.
Okay. That Japanese Kubo was excellent.
Yeah. Kubo was excellent. You know, Kubo was man of the match. I think he scored like 4 goals already this season. You know, most people are saying that, you know, when Real Madrid was looking to bring him back, Brahim Diaz from Milan, they said that, you know, it should have been Kubo who get that opportunity. But Real Madrid still own 50% of Kubo rights as they do the buyback clause.
Yeah.
So whatever his value on the market, you know, they have 50%, you know, price cut. They can bring him back to the Bernabeu.
Okay. Real Sociedad, look out for them. Maybe a very surprising team in the Spanish league. Real Madrid, Barca, I don't think they're unstoppable. I think they could slip up. Atletico look good. So look out for Real Sociedad. Granada that's how you pronounce it. Granada, they lose 3-0 to Real Madrid. I think they were gonna be the
Genoa.
They lost that game
they up there too. Genoa was up
there.
there
They're up there
really
too.
good.
So,
I think that's an affiliate of Manchester City.
yes, they are, and then La Liga getting back competitive, you know. So
all the leagues are getting competitive.
All the leagues getting back competitive. And then we're gonna move on to another one. We're gonna talk about the Bundesliga. They're getting competitive. Bayern Munich have not looked so good this they not look unstoppable this season because they're not leading.
Bayern Leverkusen, man, they're flying.
They are the one who's looked really impressed with this season. So Bayern, they play Leipzig over the weekend. That game in 2-2. Leipzig was leading that game 2-0, and then Bayern Munich come back in that game. Bayern, they can't see 2 goals in the first half on a counter attack. Is that a defensive problem, or?
I think one of the goals were a defensive problem, mistake, you know, with the center half and Davis on left back, and they just picked their pocket over there on the left hand side, and they just took their opportunity and scored. But the second goal, it was just purely an counter attacking game.
Sane and Kane score. Did you able to see those goals?
Yeah, Harry Kane was a penalty, and Sane was more like of a breakaway. It was a corner kick, that Leipzig kick, and they just made a mess of their own corner kick, and Sane just break away. You know, Sane is on farm. I think this is his 4th goal of the season. You know, in the Bundesliga so far. You know, he's finding back his mojo under Thomas Tuchel.
Out of Leipzig or Leverkusen, who do you think can give Bayern a good run for their money?
I think Leverkusen. Why? You know, Leipzig is in the Champions League. They will always play their better team. They're much stronger players, you know, in that midweek competition. But Leverkusen is in the Europa League. They know they're going to have. I think Leverkusen should get out of that zone they're in around round 4. You know, so they have like 2 rounds of games leave back in the Europa League and should qualify and rest players, but they will always be at it in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, Xabi Alonso is doing a very good job.
Yeah, I think they said I think Real Madrid is looking at him to be the coach next summer after Ancelotti. He's really good. He's really good developing players.
Yeah, I think Xabi Alonso is going to be on that short list for that Real Madrid job because Nagelsmann is not available, so I don't see a lot of candidates available. Yeah, that's it for German Bundesliga. Don't know people. He's a Bayern Munich fan. I don't know, but we're gonna come all the way to the US. Inter Miami versus New York FC. You don't know, Messi team versus our team, New York. You don't know. Miami. They 90 minutes. They added time and a goal equalized to earn a point. Did they deserve that? Did they play really good through that game to deserve that? Miami?
The only thing The only thing Miami did in that game was, controlling possession. I think they control like 66 possession of that game, compared to what New York did. But overall, both teams, the stats were pretty much close around the par. Shots on target, creative chance, misses, and all of that. Everything was. But in the second half, I think New York City find that goal and the breakaway, and from there they just sit back and allow Inter Miami to just come at them. I could understand that it's a young New York team, so playing away it's always tough. Even when Messi is not on the park, it's going to always be tough. The fans, since Messi arrived, the fans are just crazy down there in Miami.
No Messi, no Jordi Alba. When will Messi and Jordi Alba be available?
They should available. I really think that because they didn't play in that US Open Cup that they got beaten by Houston. I think it was really close to play them, but I think they would be back for this game. But they should be close to. It's just muscle injuries. It's not something long term. Just a few days. But Sergio Busquets played right. Sergio Busquets played.
Yeah, I've never seen Messi out that long. Over the years,
it's been a while. It's been a while.
He's getting old now. Yeah, he's getting there. So Miami, won our draw with New York FC. So we're gonna move all the way to the other side, across the border. The Liga MX.
Liga MX. Yeah.
Yeah. Club America.
Yeah.
Versus Pumas. Club America controversial decision award them a penalty. Did you see that penalty?
Yeah.
That call.
That's this. You see, like the Liverpool game and the Tottenham game, the VAR. This was a big thing in Mexico because when that took place in the box, I think the referee took like a minute and a half before he blew his whistle to go back to VAR. 2 minutes. The game was actually playing. And Pumas almost scored, and he got a call from VAR and said he should look back on it, and he came back from that VAR.
What if Puma did score? What would
that game would that goal would have chopped off?
What?
That goal would have chopped off. You understand? So and this game is a big derby. These two teams are from Mexico City. They're from
Clásico Capitano.
Yeah, Clásico Capitalino or something like that. But it's a big game. Both teams are from the same region in the city. So when the referee came back from the screen and blew the whistle, it was hell broke loose in the Azteca. Yeah. The fans were booing. Bottles were throwing beers, all of that.
They're crazy over there.
But Club America has been excellent. For the last 2-3 years now as they lead in the league. They lost 1, draw 3. They're on 21 points now from 10 games. So, they're playing real good. They won their last 4 games out of 5. Yeah.
So America, Pumas. So over the weekend, there's a lot of controversial call around the VR. Me personally, I don't think nothing is wrong with the VR. I think if we get the right people around it, doing their job. What's your opinion? Like, what do you think can solve the issue with VR going forward?
Yeah, I think we just need players in the VAR room who have experience on the pitch. Even coaches, you could even get coaches, retired coaches in the VAR room. You don't really want to have people around the VAR that who really don't have experience on the pitch. Alright. You really don't want to have players around, in the VAR room who don't have experience. So if you could get past players, retired players, in the VAR room, you could see better decision made, from the referee. They could help out the referee a lot, on the pitch. You just have to get players, have experience. That's my team.
Yeah. Howard Webb, please get it together.
Yeah, man. Howard need to get it together.
We can't take this comeback after the game finished.
Bro,
teams, apologize.
Bro, look, teams managers are losing a lot.
Yeah.
Just by one decision, you know, there's too much money on the line. Too much money on the line.
Right. All right, people. So we're gonna talk about another. This is gonna be the first time this league come up on the Extra Time podcast. We're gonna move to the Brazilian League, Sao Paulo versus Corinthians. This is the Majestic Derby. Sao Paulo, they come back, beat rivals with Luca Mora. Was the man of the match in that game. Did they won that league? Because I saw something saying that they haven't won the league in years. Is that the league or something?
Sao Paulo, they just beat Flamengo in the Copa do Brasil Cup.
Yeah.
The Brazilian Cup. So yeah, they beat, I think that's over, I don't remember how many years they said, but it's a lot, you know, since they have won that trophy, especially, you know, winning a trophy in the Brazilian League. You know, they're finding their mojo back. Over the years, Sao Paulo team has been struggling, you know, since, you know, in the days of Haska was there and when Lucas Moura was a younger player there. You know, they were a much better team, but now they just been playing like a BS, you know, over the last couple of years. But you know, they're coming back. They surely coming back. You know, and just came back from 1-0 down, early goal score in the 4th minute. And you know, the Brazilian striker Caleri, you know, he scored a brace, but Lucas Moura, you know, everything was playing through him. You know, he was the cause of everything happened, you know, for Sao Paulo to come back in that game and win 2-1.
Yeah. I love seeing players when left Brazil, left their country from their home team, go to Europe, go back home and win a trophy for them. That's a very good thing to do. And that's the first time we talk about the Brazilian League. Hopefully we can talk more about the Brazilian League moving forward. For people, we get into our favorite section.
Yeah, favorite section.
So, as we say, if you make it this far in the video, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, go over Nikada Media House as well. There's the Prem Podcast. Don't forget, people, don't stop showing love. But we're going to talk about the Reggae Boys. The Reggae Boys, Renal Cephas has scored against Galatasaray in the Turkish league. I've seen you posting a lot about him lately. I realize he's doing really good. What's your thoughts on Cephas?
You know, Cephas, been watching Cephas for a while now, you know, coming up through Warwick Garden, Charlie Smith. You know, this player is really quick. I think this player is really better than Leon Bailey by far. Trust me. You know, you could see Cephas 5 years ago, playing for Arnett. Not so far back, but 3 years ago playing for Arnett, you could see his body. Now he's in the Turkish league. He's look more fitter. He's look more stronger. You know, you could see the physical changes that his body has going through. You know, from North Macedonia, you know, coming through to Turkish league. It's just wonderful transition, man, from Jamaica to European football. You know, and Cephas is the only Jamaican player, you know, to play in the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Europa Conference League in one season.
Why is he not in the Jamaican national team?
He was in the team the other day, but they only gave him like 10 minutes.
Get it together, coach. You need to put this guy in the team.
Yeah, man.
Give him a chance. Cephas, go and do your thing. You don't know. But we're going to move on to Jamal Lowe. Score again for Swansea. You have been really good.
Jamal Lowe. Yeah, you know, he's been good, and the coach, the JFF kept, you know, overlooking from the squad. You know, I don't know why, but I hope, you know, next week when they name that squad to play Grenada in the Nation League, I think, you know, I hope, you know, he can get named in the squad.
Jamal Lowe, go and do your thing. Yeah. Patiently waiting for that call up against, let's see, Shaman Nicholson. Team got a point from PSG. Did he play in that game? Did he start?
Yeah. He got an opportunity to win the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got an opportunity. You know, just to see, our Reggae Boys player, coming up against the likes of Mbappe. You could as a striker, as Boza, you on the other end watching Kylian Mbappe doing his thing. Usman Dembele. It's just something to see, man. It's so refreshing seeing our players, playing in the big league. Coming on international TV against PSG, and they got a point. The game drew 0-0.
Yeah, Shamar gotta do better. As you said,
Yeah, man.
goal you have to score. You get me? But we're gonna support the CM. We feel like Shamar been on the show every week.
Every week. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Boza, yeah, you don't know. So we're gonna move on to Chevon Stewart. Made his Serie A debut against Inter Milan. They lost that game though, but did he win that game?
He came on, on the pitch. When he came on the pitch, the commentators were talking about him. It was surprising that they knew him. They knew so much about him. But when he came on, he gave that Inter Milan backline, some threat. His pace, his strength. He took a shot from around 35 yards out with his left foot, and it didn't trouble the goalkeeper, but you could see that his pace could cause a lot of problem, in the Italian Serie A, and the commentator, they loving it. But they had two strikers up there, playing up front, Cabral and Bolle Dia, the Senegalese. He's going to have to pick his time and be patient when he gets his opportunity to just come on and just show you what he can do, and prove the coach that I need to start.
Yeah, I believe he's gonna get his opportunity. Just have to
get
it, and Stuart is going to be patient. The time will come. But we're gonna move on to Romario Williams scored brace midweek for Colorado. They set the switchback in the USL on the weekend. You was telling me about the switchback. I still don't really kind of get what's the switchback mean. Like,
I don't know what's it. I don't know why they named Colorado switchback. I don't know why. But they played a game midweek. I think it was Wednesday, and he scored. I think he scored a brace, and he scored again on the weekend last night. So he just kept scoring. And I think this is his 14th goal of the season now, and he's carrying this team on his back. Tariq Maggi is finding back farm. As I said, the front four for this team is all Jamaicans.
Okay. All right. Switchback. We have to figure out what that really, really means. We'll reach out to someone and thing. But Greg Lee scored brace for Stevenage in the EFL League One for Oxford. League One. Where did you get to see that?
No, it's a notification, and the Reggae Boys players around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I need to do that. I need to do that. You do that on the football app?
Yeah, the foot something. The foot app. Yeah. I just type in the name and click the notification. It will come in every week. But he was playing in the championship last season, I think, for Rotterdam.
Yeah.
And I think his contract run down, but he signed for Oxford in League One, and he's a wing back. He can play the left back or right back, and he scored a brace, his third goal of the season. For a wing back, this guy is the first time seeing him was at New York Red Bull Stadium when I saw the Jamaican versus Argentina in a friendly, and his legs. You remember Roberto Carlos' leg?
Yeah.
This player is really fit. I don't understand why he's not getting any game. I don't know if because he's an English-born player or what, but this guy is really good. He's really good. Trust me.
Yeah.
He can go up, down the flank, non-stop, without tired.
He's a what, wing back?
Yeah, he could play left back or right back. Use both feet. I think he's 27 now, 26, good age.
Okay, Greg Lee. All right. So this was the last one of the show. There's nothing about Liam Bailey this week. He's injured.
No, he's injured. Yeah, Liam Bailey is injured.
His team won 6-1, and I know you would have wished I've gone into some of the goals.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bailey, but we're gonna talk about Kemar Reid. He scored for Florina in the Malta Premier League, 4 from 4. What do you think? What do you thought about Kemar?
I think we played against this player for Phoenix. He's one of Craig Butler player. I think we played against him already. I don't remember, but I think we played against him already. But he's been in the Malta League for some years now. Even with Martin Davis was playing on the same team.
Yeah.
At one point, but they unbeaten in the league. The Malta League just started like a month ago, so he scored in 4 games so far in all games that they played.
What's that Malta League team? Do they take part in the?
Yeah, they're from Europe. They played but they have to go through the playoff system, the qualification.
That's a long way.
That's a long way. That's a long way.
Wonder why I don't never really see a lot of Malta teams in the Europa League.
No, you don't really see a lot of Malta. You have to watch in the Champions League and the Europa League from first round from those teams playing from what? July.
Crazy. But people, this is the end of the Extra Time podcast. I don't know.
Yeah,
don't forget, smash a like on the video, go over Nick on the media house and show some love. And people, I just say stopping up. You get me?
Yeah, man. Bless up.